After completing Dead Island 2, I still had that zombie survival itch. I needed something new. I needed something different. So why not Dying Light 2? I absolutely love the first one, running from rooftop to rooftop, slaying zombies here, there, and everywhere. I couldn't get enough of just killing zombies, especially those ones with the gas tanks on their backs, sending them flying into the air and watching them explode. I had one time where I sent this zombie flying through the air and it came back and hit me square straight in the face. Cue the clip.
See you later, champ. Oh, crap. Holy crap, suicide zombie. Oh, shit.
I'm not sure if you knew this, but this game was made by a small group of developers from Techland. They didn't want to continue making the arcade-style Dead Island type game. They wanted something different. They wanted something more gritty, something more realistic when it came to a zombie survival game, wanting to focus more on a dark story, giving fans more of a parkour mechanics instead of just the straight-up zombie hack and slash. But back in 2022, the hype was real for the sequel. Tons of people like myself loved the first Dying Light. Everyone couldn't wait to get their hands on Dying Light 2 in 2022. But fast forward to 2025, is this game still worth playing? Is this game still worth your time in 2025? Whether it's playing it for a second time or you're brand new to the series, is this game still worth it in 2025? So first things first, when I started playing, I noticed that this game has taken a few steps back in a few different areas. I personally liked the parkour mechanics of the first Dying Light more than this one. I hated the fact that climbing and fighting was so stamina based. I get that they wanted a more realistic game, but I didn't think it worked. In all honesty, I just didn't think it worked in my opinion. I know that you can upgrade it by unlocking different collectibles around the map, but I just thought that was a stupid decision, which really holds back the fun of the parkour, especially early in the game before you've unlocked more stamina bars. But to be fair, I love the gritty, massive open world. It looks great. It really feels like you're in a zombie wasteland. The graphics weren't amazing, but they were good enough for the modern day title. The only problem with the massive open world is it just feels like I'm running. I felt like I was running so much more than just slaying zombies. I get it. At night you should be running, but when you're just running between missions over and over again, this game for the most part felt like a running simulator at times more than a zombie survival experience. But speaking of nighttime, the nighttime is awesome. I love the different playstyles between daytime and nighttime. Daytime is nice and peaceful, just strolling through, enjoying the sights and just chilling. But when the sun goes down, my butt cheeks started to shake and my butthole puckered when those big mother truckers zombies started chasing me. I do admit, I was scared when 5 or 6 volatiles were chasing me, and you just don't look back and just run for your life. It was one of the best experiences in this game by far.
Oh man, where do I go? Is that not a dead end? I'm just too scared, I don't know where to go. Oh shit. Oh, I'm not turning around. If I don't see them, they're not there. Oh!
The boss fights in this game can be very annoying. They really can. The last fight in this game isn't the best in my opinion. It's very repetitive. Just like all boss fights in this game, they aren't unique at all. They're all pretty much just the same swing animations, the same strategies. Once you beat one boss, you've beaten them all. They're just the same thing over and over again. All the boss fights feel and play the same. They just have a ton more health. So the next thing I want to talk about is the combat system. The combat system seems a little basic in my opinion. Only a handful of weapons and a couple of swing animations really made this game repetitive, but the executions kept me wanting to play more. Just beheading a zombie for the first time, it was unreal. It was so satisfying. Another thing is the mods. The mods are actually fun and cool. I wish and pray that there was a few more, like Dying Light 1, but it was fun to set a zombie on fire for the first time and watching them burn or even cutting them up into little pieces really looked good on the PS5 system. But one thing when it comes to the combat system was the weapon durability. With the way the weapons are, the durability and the stamina, I never felt like I could just run and just slay zombies and just behead zombies all I wanted, because I couldn't repair my weapons because I didn't have enough money. So I'd just have to keep running past them. There'd be groups and groups of zombies that I just wanted to have fun and just slay, but I just couldn't. I couldn't repair my weapons. There weren't that many good weapons, and when I did get a good weapon, I couldn't repair it, so I couldn't use it. I had to save it, and it just felt like I was running past zombies more than fighting them, and that really annoyed me. I just wanted to take some zombies out, but I couldn't because most weapons felt the same as well. That was one annoying thing. Even if it was a level 3 weapon with 80 damage, they had no different animations, nothing new, nothing unique. It was no different to a level 1 with 30 damage, unless you put mods on it. There is no difference between the weapons other than 3 or 4 executions. I so wish, I so prayed that there's more to it than that, but there wasn't, and it would have been cool if there was. The best thing when it comes to Dying Light 2 is the story. By far, it was the best thing about the game. I love being able to choose my own path in a story game. I love how my path can be different to your path. My story is different to your story by the actions and decisions that I make. I absolutely love it when it comes to a story game that includes this. It's engaging, not being able to trust anybody because the fate of my choices and decisions affect so many different characters and groups. Making these decisions had so many important things like different upgrades and different missions that I'd have to do depending on the decisions that I make, and I absolutely loved it.
I don't know. He was making me do all this shit and he knew that he was lying to me. That's just pissed me off. I like that guy.
But overall, the story was so good and was the main reason I could get through this game all the way to the end. This game delivers on so many levels when it comes to a compelling story. I was glued to the edge of my seat at the end of this game, just wanting to find out what happened. Even though the gameplay isn't amazing, the story is really, really good, even all the way up till the end. And with multiple endings, it's really worth playing in 2025. If you are a fan of exploration and looting, this is the game for you. This game is perfect. There are tons of areas to explore and tons of loot to find, which made it great for upgrading your gears and weapons to make them better, but on harder difficulties, everything is pretty much unsellable. Well, it was unsellable for me on harder difficulties. It might be easier. I only played this game once, so I didn't really know whether easier difficulties gave you more coins when you sold, but when you sold items, they were worth like $1, maybe 10 coins. That's it, 1 coin or 10 coins. Sometimes you got 2 coins, but as I said, if you were lucky, you got 10 coins. It absolutely ruined the looting experience for me. When I can only repair 1 weapons after hours and hours of looting. I played the game for about 20, 30 hours and I could realistically repair 1 weapon. I didn't buy any weapons. I repaired 1 weapon and upgraded like 5 things. That was it. And it was kind of annoying. It pissed me off that I'd done all this looting and got absolutely nothing for it. But there are tons and tons of gear and skill trees to unlock, which is great. I personally didn't get into it that much. I just took the skills that suited me and the gear that looked the best on my character, and that was it for me. That was pretty much it. The game wasn't dependent on what gear I had or what skills I unlocked to finish the game, which is good. There are tons and tons of missions in this game, especially side missions. It took me about 20 to 30 hours to complete the main missions and the handful of side missions that I did, but if you do want to complete all the content, you're looking at 40 to 50 hours, which is great. For that much amount of content in the base game is great, but the missions do lack variety from time to time. If they do make a Dying Light 3, they desperately need more mission variety for me to enjoy this game a hell of a lot more. So the question is Dying Light worth playing in 2025? The game does a lot of things right, like the gritty open world and the engaging story, which kept me playing mission after mission over and over and over again. They did get a bit boring, the side quests, from time to time. That's why I only chose to do a handful, because the side missions didn't really do anything, and after a while it just got boring and I just wanted to finish the game and find out the end, because the story is actually good. But to be honest, the gameplay does get repetitive. You run to point A, listen to some waffle, run to point B, kill a handful of zombies, then you can run back point A, rinse and repeat. I felt like I was running a marathon more than playing me a video game. But anyways, I've talked and raved long enough. If you do like these rant, raves, whatever you want to call them, don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and let me know in the comments below anything that I forgot or anything that you liked or hated when it come to Dying Light 2. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What would you give it out of 10? Leave it in the comments below. And if you have gotten this far, I really do appreciate it. And if you're digging the content, don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you later.